the man in the tack, led by Dak, and they turned into a bye-week blitz.
Bye-week blitz.
That's stupid.
Welcome back.
Let's go! Ah!
Five and one at the break.
Oh man, dude. What a great season so far. And better than that, it couldn't have been a better time to come into the bye week, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
especially with the slight tweak Dak did to his calf, so
a little bit of Tyron too. I mean,
yeah.
And giving an extra week for guys like Gallup and others.
Ooh, 3 potential Pro Bowl level players coming back.
Whoa, Ed, hey, this is the bye week blitz, man. Let's save that for a little bit later. We got a little bit to talk about here.
All right, fair enough.
All right, y'all. So, hey, this is our bye week blitz. There's going to be no game coming up for us this week, and so we're just going to hit you with a little bit of what we felt going on with this season so far. 1, what are our thoughts on the season so far?
Yeah.
2, what do we feel about this upcoming news for this week as well as the next? And 3, have our predictions changed at all? What do we feel 5 and 1 moving in?
All right, interesting. Good.
So starting out, Ed, what are your thoughts so far on this season?
Oh, of course, through the roof. Way past my expectations. I thought they'd be good. I thought they'd be really good. But they're even better than I expected. I thought they'd have lost 2 by now. It wouldn't surprise me if they were 5 and 1, but it's more the style in which they've done it and their utter dominance in some of the games. You know, they played some close games, and that's fine, but they've showed the toughness to win those as well. But the games they should win, they're just wiping up the floor with folks.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing too. I was a little bit more on the pessimistic side. I didn't think we would have been this good. Like, I didn't think we would have gone. I didn't think we would probably be, half of these teams that we have. And the fact that we're 5 and 1, I'm like, man, we are balling out.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about it is, I told Ed at the very beginning of the season, if our defense could be somewhat close to average, we would be good this season. And damned if they aren't one of the most opportunistic defenses in the entire league.
Yeah. We talk about what do we think of this season so far. I said it last week. I've never seen a player have the kind of impact that Trayvon Diggs has had at corner. And coming out, and just dominating a season defensively the way he has. I haven't.
No, and on my thoughts too, I haven't seen such great comeback resurgent years from guys on our offense. In particular, Elliott and Dak.
Yeah.
Both of them are coming back to Pro Bowl form, and it's beautiful.
I agree. We had a video earlier in the offseason, is Dak going to be comeback player of the year? And we both felt he would, but we didn't expect this.
And, goddamn if Elliott ain't trying to steal a few votes from him either, man.
Right.
He has been a force this season.
Yeah.
Easy Pro Bowl candidate if he continues this, man.
Hey, right now, they're all on ridiculous pace. He's got paces for Cooper and CD going over 1,000. Dak's on a pace for like 5,300 yards. Elliott and Pollard are both on paces for over 1,000 yards. And I'm not saying they're all going to hit it. They might hit some low spots, but my goodness, it's been wonderful.
And, move it a little bit to the defensive side. Yeah, not just Diggs, but other guys have been balling out too. Odie's been balling out.
Woo!
Micah looks like a great rookie, all rookie team level,
Yeah.
Other guys too, like our safeties have been, for the most part, pretty solid.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Till this week, they were all looking really good. But that
Gregory
safety play
too. He's on pace for a double-digit sack season too, man. Like, this team is coming to play.
Oh yeah. So in answer to your question, thoughts on the season so far? Absolute thumbs up all the way around. Let's talk about coaching real quick.
Yeah.
I know McCarthy gets a lot of heat. You guys have heard me say it though. I think some of it's unwarranted. I think that he's got them ready to play. He's coming up with the right game plans week in and week out. He's staying out of Quinn's way. He's staying out of Kellen Moore's way. Some of his decisions are a little iffy during the game, but that's because sometimes they don't work. If they all work, that's a great decision. And I don't think there's a group of fans in the league that doesn't complain about their coach's decisions on the field. That's just part of the territory.
True.
I'm perfectly okay with him right now.
You know what? He has been, at least so far this season for me, a B+ coach. And that's the thing. Like, I give him his knocks for when he does bad, but he has had our team in competitive games each time. I've never once felt like anything has been over his head, and I've never once felt like we're just getting absolutely floored. Like we have.
There
no
hasn't been
chance.
a stinker yet. We're a third of the way through the season. There's not been a single stinker.
And don't get me wrong, chances are we probably will have one just like any other team, but for the most part, we are coming to play every week, and he doesn't make me believe that he can't do his job. Yeah. As compared to Garrett, who at many times I'd said he was like a C coach at best, like, and just baffling.
You don't like 8-yard curls?
No. Not as much as I like my 1st and 1, pack the box, halfback dive up the middle. Oof. Anywho, so Ed?
He's an easy target.
Wow.
What are you
Low-hanging fruit. So what are your thoughts on this upcoming bye week as well as the week coming up? Like, players coming back or next,
We got, like I said, 3 potential Pro Bowl level players coming back. What team, has that kind of luxury, let alone a team that's already 5-1 and playing lights out? This is spectacular.
Dude, I mean, yeah, getting Leal back is amazing. Gallup back is amazing. D-Law potentially coming back is amazing. And that the biggest thing about it is we don't technically need any of them.
Right?
It sounds crazy to say it in a little bit of hubris, but seriously, like, with how well Lamb's been balling out, Wilson's been stepping in, Schultz, getting Gallup is just, icing on the cake. Leal coming back, Steele has held his own. The fact that Steele can be regulated to a very solid backup, and even as Leal for insurance for Tyron, if worst case scenario he might be hurt, I'd rather have Leal there at left tackle as opposed to Brandon Knight,
Yeah. I heard an interesting thing today, and it's just kind of related, so I'm just going to bring it up. Do you know that Zach Martin is older than Tyron Smith?
That's insane.
Wow. Nuts.
The fact that Tyron came in that young into the league, that's insane.
Cowboys are blessed.
Oh, yeah.
With offensive line studs.
And just as the depth as a whole, give him his props for Stephen Jones. That guy has been drafting very, very well.
Will McClay.
Well, Will McClay too.
But Stephen's listening to him. So,
yeah, and for as much flack as we give Jerry, kind of similar to McCarthy, he stays out of their way, and I don't recall one pick of just like, why would we draft him? What are we doing? Like, for the most part, we've done very well at drafting, especially these past 2 years. Think about it. Dude, we got Lamb and Diggs in the same draft. Are you kidding me?
Right. Well, what about this one? We got Micah and Osa, and we haven't even seen Joseph yet.
Yeah, yet. And Cox, he's just stepping in full too. Like, dude.
He's laying in the cut and waiting for his chance.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, we've been drafting very well.
Yeah.
So last but not least on this bye week blitz, Ed, what are your thoughts coming on for the rest of the season? Has it changed much since we began?
We did our prediction video of the record for this year, and I said 11-6, outside chance of 12-5. I'm bumping it back up. I'm moving it up. 12-5 minimum, maybe 13-4. Have you seen their schedule? Look, I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Look at this. What do you see that scares you?
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Okay. Okay. Big deal. One game.
True.
Early in the season, this game scared me. Minnesota scared me a little bit, and they still may be tough. I'm not saying it's a pushover or anything because they played some good ball lately, but Chiefs don't scare me right now. Yeah. The Raiders,
their offense might
scare me.
Yeah.
But if Dallas plays like they've been playing, they're averaging like 36, 37 a game. They're playing way better than I anticipated. So yeah, I'm going with 12-5 minimum, 13-4 outside chance.
You know what? I initially myself, I said 10-7 win the division because it was so weak, but with how we've been playing, it's hard to imagine anything less than 12-5. Just we're rolling on all cylinders. Defense looks solid, offense looks amazing. Coaching has gotten out of our way for the most part. Hard to really say anything less than that.
Now, I said before the season on our prediction video that Cowboys going to sweep the East. Not even a concern. And you're like, well, I don't think so. Do you still think that, or do you think Cowboys going to sweep the East?
I hate it too, but I'm calling it right now. I think Redskins steal it against us.
You're sticking with it, huh?
Only because they've been the weirdest team I've ever seen us play against in my whole life of watching the Cowboys. I feel like it's just going to be one of those games where their 4 first-round picks on the D-line just come to play, and we're just
They haven't come to play all freaking year.
Or another suggestion. we're so far ahead that we just bench all of our key starters.
That's more likely. If we get some
and-
losses, that'll be why.
And Cooper Rush just has a very bad time against Chase Young, and Chase Young does a lot of chest thumping for his 2 sack games against Brandon Knight. Fair enough. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm hoping if we do end up losing any games against the East. But for the most part, similar to you,
Yeah.
I don't worry too much about our schedule. I think we may drop one to the Chiefs or the Raiders. One of those two.
Minnesota. I don't think Denver is going to be a problem.
Probably not.
But Minnesota, I was actually looking today. Minnesota's got a pretty good record, and I thought to myself, who have they played? And I looked, they played some good teams.
Yeah.
Minnesota's legit.
Well, and their receiver, Justin Jefferson, the guy also drafted right outside of CeeDee Lamb. He's a baller.
Yep.
You could argue better than Lamb, fair enough. He has the production to prove it, but that guy is a legit stud. And we'll talk about that in our prediction video coming up next week. But yeah, I personally just see we may drop 1 or 2 of those. Probably will lose to Arizona. Fair enough. Those guys are stacked, but
They
I
always
think-
play Dallas tough.
Yeah, I hate it. But I'm thinking probably 12-5. I hope they don't lose to the Raiders. I know enough Raiders fans out there. They would never let me live it down.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that.
So, hey, great bye week Blitz. I'm happy our boys get a little bit of time to be healthy. And hey, this season's looking up, man. I'm really happy.
Loving it. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are we right? Are we wrong? What's your predictions for the rest of the year?
Yeah, and hey, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Because remember, every time you hit that like button,
Eagles fan cries.
All right, everybody. Happy bye week.